Hello and welcome to Dice and Adventure. We are a group of friends who love to tell stories. I am Matt, your DM, and with me as always are our players. I will let them introduce themselves, starting with them.
Yo, my name's she, they pronouns. I'll be playing Xanthi today, who's a she, her.
Hey, I'm Sent, and I'll be playing as Morticia, and both of us use she, her pronouns.
Hi, I'm Mantiago. I'll be playing Dimitri, and we both use he, him.
Hi, I'm Gisbert. I'll be playing William. We both use he, him.
So, last time we was all together, you, I will say, somewhat successfully navigated a talk with the Mercy King. It ended in with you having to have a meeting with him to discuss things further. You all decided to bail from the upper district and go back to the lower district, where you went to Albert's farm, where you met Gladys again. Gladys made you all tea and cake. Whilst you was enjoying that, she was trying to help you break down your thoughts of what's been happening the last few days, and agreed to sort through paperwork that Loros left you behind. All she said was that potentially going to speak to her friend, Taran Lunon, may help you with your situation here. After some discussions, you decided that was the best course of action. William already brought a cart whilst in town, got the cart ready to take to the tavern where the Taran Lunon was last staying at. When you got there, you saw him standing on a table, battering people away with his cutlass in a scabbard, which he was saying that to get back, and Morticia offered him, if he got down, she would buy him a drink, which he was very happy with. He did so. You brought rooms for the night, so you didn't have to rush back. Most of you thinking Dimitri got robbed in what he had to pay for it. But you left with the premise of heading all to Taran's room to discuss things further out of earshot of all the other people laying around. And that's where we head back with Taran opening the door you brought for him, all leading you inside. Oh, please, make yourself comfortable. Wherever you would like to sit. I would say there's the bed or the floor, or there's one chair. I mean, maybe if you sit on the table as well, I guess.
I will sit on the bed.
I think Dimitri will probably sit on the floor and put Parby on his lap.
William will happily stand.
Okay.
Xanthi would just be next to wherever Reese and Theo are.
Okay. Taran's just like, oh, well, I'll introduce myself properly. I am Captain Taran Lunon, and I am giving you an audience as per your request with my friend who clearly told you about the me. Clearly, going into hiding means nothing these days. Anyway, now we're in a safe place. What can I help with?
Who wants to go first?
No, Xanthi, did you want to lead us?
Well, there is a lot going on, to be fair. What do you know of the doctor?
Oh, the doctor. Oh, well, I know quite a few things about the doctor, actually. What do you want to know about the doctor, I guess, is my point to be had.
How to defeat him?
Ha!
He's probably the long and short of it.
Yes. How to defeat a man who can't be defeated. That is probably the greatest question one would ever have to ask.
I suppose perhaps there is, if it is true that he is not defeatable, at least how to free those under his control.
Well, you must understand, his origin and the rise of the Siberic Assembly kind of culminate together. Yes, this man, as you call now the Doctor, yes, he did exist before the Siberic Assembly, but you have to understand he didn't really become much of a person until the Siberic Assembly rose up, and then all of a sudden he vanished. That would not be the issue, but it was his return that was the issue. So I do have how to kill the Doctor. I don't really know. How to kill the man Daggaxarth? I may have a couple of ideas.
And that is basically who he is now? Dr. Sington?
Yes, that is who he was. The Doctor now is a persona. He's adorned kind of like armor, and it's kind of increased his, I don't know, somewhat ego, but okay.
OS?
Yes. I suppose what I should ask is, what do you know of me? And what do you know of my friend who sent you here?
I believe she said to say something about the Guardian agreement and being met with a Guardian response. So
Yes. I mean, the case I'm talking about is, what do you know of Guardians?
We've seen how powerful Gladys can be. We assume you are quite similar. I mean, you might be a little less powerful because Gladys is just something else. But if you are anywhere near, I think we're okay.
Well,
Must be a kind of sworn to protect people to some level of extent.
yes, that makes, yes, okay,
And I believe she called herself the Iron Witch.
yes, that is, her Imperium, yes. Also her nickname, also who she is. Gladys is probably the eldest of us, at least the eldest of us still remaining. You see, us Guardians, we are retired folk. As soon as the Siberic Assembly rose, most of us went into hiding. Those who didn't go into hiding was shortly hunted by this man you now call the Doctor. And the rest of us that was not hiding or being hunted, we just returned to the Badlands to fight the Brinken, for that is what we were first made for in the beginning. I believe the Doctor fears Imperiums. That's why when the Siberic Assembly rose, they decided to hunt us down.
You explain what that is?
Oh, of course. So, an Imperium is when one becomes a Guardian. We are made with a item that conceals our powers, our soul, our energies. This item could be many different things. Some people use rings, some people use shields. Gladys has her means as well. I don't know if you've noticed that fancy staff she walks around with. That's her one. Mine, obviously, for now, I will not reveal. But no offense.
Is it the eye patch?
No, it's not the eye patch.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, of course. Roll insight check.
I would love it for the eye patch.
10.
He is telling the truth on it not being the eye patch, yeah. You do notice though when you do talk about the eye patch, he does like kind of a bit like brush off and try and change the subject of the eye patch, we just say. So yes, so like I said, once the Siberic Assembly rose up, there was mainly 3 groups of us. One group went into hiding. We're the ones that survived, staying in key parts of the continent and the world to defend those when needed, but obviously staying out of reach. There was the ones who were hunted. The problem with being hunted, you can kill the person, but the Imperium stays. The Imperium suffers somewhat and passes on to the next generation and so on and so forth and so on. So, for instance, if I was to pass on my Imperium to one of you people, and then I was to die, you would still have access to my consciousness because the Imperium is an extension of me, if that makes any sense. Please tell me to stop if you feel I'm spilling too much information.
It just sounds creepy.
I mean...
Like it's connected to all of its past users?
In some regard, yes. Yes. So some Imperiums are older, and some
But your
Imperiums...
shield?
What? A
We
shield?
didn't get around to that yet.
Oh, sorry. Forget that.
Let's just hear what he's got to say first before we say anything else.
But I would like to... I would like to hear about the shield now.
Sorry.
It started speaking to me.
I've had things speak to me as well. Have you been drinking?
Telling me that there were others nearby and I have to find them.
Huh. This shield.
This one, yes.
That one right there.
The one right in front of me, yes.
The one right in front of you.
The one right here, like both fingers pointing at it as it's like resting against its legs.
Right there. That shield right there. No other shield.
I don't know how more I can make the... Just pick them. This one I'm wearing right now.
Oh, okay. Would you mind if I just had a little... Not to be creepy, little touch?
It's pretty spiky though.
Oh, don't worry.
His personality also seems to be spiky.
Not as spiky as my wit. He's going to place his hand on it and hope for the best. It's not bad. You see him shut his eyes, and like as his hand makes contact with the shield, there's like this like blue kind of energy. It extends from him, just as there's like this radiating, like almost like crimson reddish black energy. It pulses from the shield. They kind of like mash in the middle, so like his hand's never like fixed firmly on the shield. It kind of like just like
it's like a barrier.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. But he did roll high enough. He's like, oh. So, I suppose the good thing is this is part of an Imperium. Yes.
Does that make him a guardian now?
Well, I suppose if he found the other part, yes.
William, we know what you need to do now.
It's never normal for a Imperium to be broken, though.
Do I remember how I got the shield?
Roll me a history check. And what was that, Sen?
That one this time?
I was asking, how can it be broken?
Well, to break one, it would mean the soul would have to be broken. Potential. It's very... Essentially, our Imperiums can never be broken because they are directly linked to us, just like they cannot be hindered by magic purely because they are elevated, and if we are one together, we fight on a different level, having certain protections from things. So I'm not quite sure how you would break one. In all my years, I've not seen it before. History check.
26.
26. So you remember you're being in a crash site, a crater in the ground, and this figure, this shadowy figure with red eyes standing over you. And you just remember you'll get the other half when you deserve it. I suppose, I don't know, the splitting one's soul is interesting because, you know, it's not quite as simple as, it means a duality of a person, potentially.
So the other piece, is it an identical shield, or will it manifest as something different?
Potentially when the two pieces are brought together, they would show their true self. So I would imagine if this half is domed as a shield, it would either be a full shield or some armor, I would imagine. Imperiums are very weird.
Would this shield have any sort of connection to the other parts of the soul where it could feel it, perhaps?
I love how we all got fixated on the shield now when we have a lot more pressing matters. I understand this is cool and all, but we've also got technically 2 madmen trying to kill us now. One that's a little bit more reasonable than the other.
True, but if we find the pieces, it could help us defeat the Doctor. If you say he was scared of Imperiums.
Yes.
So, you know the strip where all the shops are?
Yes.
Where it's supposed to be saying that the others like it was nearby. I mean, it's in that vicinity, or
I mean,
being cryptic for its own entertainment.
Yes, I mean, typically if they're saying it's nearby, they just mean it's been awoken. That's good enough for them to be nearby. It could be, as long as it's in the same world, it's awoken, it's nearby. Because if it was still dormant, it wouldn't be able to sense the other piece. I mean, it's an interesting fact of the matter. I mean, I could try and help you try and find the other piece, if you wanted.
Or do you remember any Guardian that liked the have red eyes, kind of blackish clad in?
Well, I mean, we only knew each other by our Imperium name. Like, that would be our name we would hold. And your Imperium just told me its name, so I would imagine Blood Tamer is who you seek.
Okay, well, I didn't get a name. I just got a very cryptic message of me being lying on the ground. That's all I remember.
Well, potentially he could have been wanting you to step up to take the Imperium from him, and then whatever happened got you distracted. Or if he shared half of it, maybe the other half is it's very I wouldn't know. I mean, like I said, I can help you do a check to find where it is, but otherwise I do not really know.
Well, if what you're saying is true, I'm pretty sure he could find me if he is still alive himself and either take it or bestow the other part. So let's get to the more important questions that are going to affect us right this second.
Okay.
I
So,
did have one question.
Yes.
It is quite impressive that the doctor has been searching for your kind, and you're living right under his doorstep.
Yes.
Hasn't he kind of been studying him for a bit? Trying to tell when he's being a bit duplicitous? Just watching his answer to this?
Yeah, I'm going to say I'll let you roll an insight check for this one as he's going to talk. He's like, well, you see, the great thing about being a guardian or once being a guardian is the whole secret identity part of it. As long as you never activate your Imperium, the power levels, the read of the one's person is completely different. I am me while I'm like this, and the doctor knows me as my guardian form. So as long as we never connect, the doctor would never know I'm right. I could be standing in front of the doctor and he would never know it's me. What did you get for your insight?
It was an 11, so
11?
I think she's just kind of silent for a moment, but then just nods.
Yeah, there are some bits he is saying where he does hesitate, and as you've been watching him, there's like a few hesitations in what he's saying. Not necessarily he's lying, it's more the case of he's not so, he doesn't want to be so forthcoming, but he is given the information. He's almost like fighting himself sort of thing.
That makes sense.
I mean, the best thing you guys could do is all acquire Imperiums and charge him, I guess. That would probably be the best thing to do. If 4 Imperium users charged at him, I don't think he would have much chance to do anything.
I haven't been here for too long, but I've only come across the 2 of you now, so I can't imagine that they are too common.
No, we...
Wait.
Yes?
You said they couldn't be destroyed. Does this, just before they came to mind, does this mean the Superior Assembly that did hunt the rest of you down kind of captured the original equipment and kind of locked it up?
Technically
just
speaking,
idea.
yes, that would be what it is. Imperium's, in its nature, being a soul is one thing that can connect. So there has to be a connection drive to them. For instance, any one of you could pick up his shield now and it would just become a basic shield unless you connect with it on that level that it understood you. So whatever you and Blood Tamer have in common or had in common or is in common or whatever it could have been when he handed part of it to you, that's what made the connection for you to be able to wield it. Because I take it has magical properties.
I've been able to make force fields, in lack of a better word.
Yes, so you've already started the process in how to access them. I just remember before us Guardians fully went into hiding, the Siberic Assembly led one big assault on our main base of operations. That was quite a few years ago, and the doctor was there present. He was happy to introduce the person who is taking over the new world, so to speak. Before all this, Vexham was never the capital of this continent before this happened. That was only afterwards.
Yeah, we heard there used to be Scargrim and it got attacked by the Brink.
Yes, Scargrim was once upon a time. This very olden town place we stand in now was once the thriving capital of this continent. But during this fight, he was injured. And to my recollection of any news, it's the only injury he has taken in all of his years of existence. And that was by an Imperium. How badly do you want to get rid of the Doctor? How much time do you have? Because potentially not all of... There's potentially one other Guardian. They were a kind of law keeper. They know all of our whereabouts, but they are protected under the utmost order, because obviously if the Doctor got hold of them, they would know where all of us are. But if you wanted to stop the Doctor so badly, finding them probably would be the next step, and they could probably either help you find Imperiums to aid your cause, or help you, I don't know, find a proper weakness, maybe give you histories on what happened that day. But like I said...
Sounds like most of these solutions are going to take some time and involve tracking down people that might be quite tricky too. I think
I
that
don't want to be correct.
the immediate concern is freeing my sisters. After that, I would be happy to, by any means, find a way to defeat him. But I'm scared for what he will do to them in the meantime.
I do not know quite if the information I give you is what you seek, but unfortunately it's all I know.
We do also have a meeting with the vigilante of this town, I guess he calls himself.
Oh.
The
Mercy
See,
King?
this is the thank you. This is the thing. We're getting my memories back now. There's too much shit to remember. Yeah, him.
The Mercy King. Oh. Yes, I mean, Mercy is one word for it, I guess. King, definitely. He is a somewhat noble of sorts. Him and his family used to be the heads of Skargrim long before the Doctor ever showed their face. As for what they do, I personally don't put much trust in anyone who claims they're doing it all for the people, but do it all in the shadow.
Well, we're kind of bound to have this meeting with him either way because of a deal, though.
Oh, yes, I mean, I do not mean to sway you in any way, but...
In your opinion, we should stay on our guard?
I mean, yes, probably for the best.
If we were to try and track down this person, do you have any leads that might help us?
Last I knew, they were in Sabin.
Do we know where that is?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of off towards the left-hand side of the continent, so the west kind of area. It's not too far from Skargrim, actually, to be fair. It's probably the better part of 2 weeks away. And it's like in between Skargrim and Magegrave, just towards the west. I do wish I was more help, but
No, you've been very helpful. Don't discredit yourself.
Yeah.
Just gave us more questions, though, than answers, though.
I do understand that. It's just, I feel the greatest failure of all of us Guardians was ever letting the Doctor rise to power.
By the sounds of it, also the Assembly.
Well, some of us had our predictions that they were two forces working together, but we could never prove it, so we just presumed they were separate entities up until the
actual, but yeah,
yes,
the climax of that scheming, so to speak.
yes, correct. But I do think that's how the Doctor got access to these mind controlling powers, is through the Siberic Assembly.
Yeah, that's Vexen we were accused, and then one of them kind of got off into my brain and took my memories to prove our innocence.
Yes, they did pride themselves on barbaric means of getting the truth from people. We never had to be so barbaric when we gardened the streets. You never get anything from fear.
Could a Guardian be able to, say, lend their Imperium, or is this not possible?
I mean, like a loan, you mean?
Correct, yeah.
Yes, I mean, potentially you can borrow that person's Imperium, as long as they give you access to it, and once you do have access to it and they've given you access to it, you would not run with it with the full power they had, sort of thing. You'd start with a proportion of it. But it is possible, yes. But it would have to be compatible with you, if that makes sense. For instance, if one of you, I don't know, like Xanthi, you look very strong and tough. If I gave you a whip, it probably wouldn't do much for your fighting prowess, so it would be more of a hindrance. Imperiums don't change what they are.
They more enhance the abilities you are already accustomed to.
Correct, yes. I mean, you could spend time training with one and learn it through and through and, get the benefits of it, but again, that is another time constraint.
Would one Imperium be able to recognize another, or is that not something that...
No, it is possible. I will show your friend the trick we use. He will find his other shield part, and once he does that, he may be able to scope out other Imperiums. They have a special kind of signature about them. Imperiums recognize Imperiums.
No mind pressure bullshit, I'm guessing.
No, it's more like a knowing, it's
a feeling.
Yes, the best way to describe it would be if you've ever had a family member that you've not met in a long time. When you meet them, it feels like you just spoke to them yesterday, sort of thing.
You never left, okay.
Yes, it's kind of that kind of feeling. We are all connected via our Imperiums. But at the same time, they are all individual and unique, so yes, other Imperiums can seek out other Imperiums.
I guess that'd explain why, one, Gladys didn't know it was me, you didn't, but since I didn't even know it was done, we established it also wasn't complete. I'm guessing I'm more of a half thing at the moment.
Yes, it's a weird thing. Like, we would have to actively search out for them. You know, it's, for instance, you could all have them in the room, but if I'm not actively looking for them,
you're not going to see them. Okay.
I will not see them or know them. But now I've made the connection with your one, I can feel it, I know it, and if I was to meet it again, I would know it.
This stuff is complex.
I mean, I could bore you on the many, many years of training we went through and the studies we did in order to learn all about these, or I could tell you a sea story.
And it's your decision.
Perhaps we could have some time to reflect on it.
I mean, you said you could find the other half of the shield?
Yes, I should be able to teach your friend how to do that, yes.
I mean, if that is maybe nearby, we could go get that first.
It would be good to have the information before we make the decision.
Possibility, yeah. By the sounds of it, it wouldn't be a bad trick to learn in the first place, because it seems I'd be doing this from then on out if I do find the other part.
Maybe just having one, maybe we'll be able to help free your sisters, and then we can come back when we're fully kitted out.
When it comes down to it, Darren, will you join us in the fight against him?
I mean, for the most part, my fighting days are behind me, but I will not end the call of those who need help.
I know you said you didn't want. So I can say, I know you did say you didn't want to tell us your Imperium, but would it match one of us if maybe you could teach us how to use it?
I mean, my Imperium is very amazing, firstly. Secondly, it is not for everyone. It's very unwieldy. I mean, I suppose I could try and... The problem is, if I give it to you and try to activate it, the doctor will immediately come for you for activating it, and also come for me, because the signatures will be the same. We've stuck this way for so long by not activating them. Once activated, you put a target on your back. So I do hope Gladys hasn't used hers recently.
Of course not.
I mean, she's smart. She wouldn't use it. We made a vow never to use them again.
Just gonna look at him and give him that like kind of look that people that have been through war kind of know.
Mm.
Just like, without saying a single word, just that kind of.
Yeah.
But yes, mine is a shocking kind of experience. If anyone's used to the lightning variety of energies, has anyone been hit by lightning?
I tend to hit people with lightning more than the other way around.
Oh, you can hit people with lightning. Well, that's very impressive. Well, my Imperium is one that makes you feel that you are being hit by lightning the whole time you use it. And like you see like his face, his face becomes like that of a child, like discovering like their first like fun experience. Like it's like eyes of wonder, you know, he like his head like just flashes to a time when he used it. And can you all make perception checks just quickly?
Yeah.
Hey, look, no negatives for one. Never
No.
mind, that's a 3.
3.
That's a nat
22.
2, so...
Okay. A 3 for William, Xanthi.
That was a nat 1.
That one. Okay. Morticia.
23.
23. Dimitri.
11.
11. So Morticia, you clock the captain's eyes as he's like recalling, talking about his Imperium. And I will message you what his Imperium, what it is, because you clock where he looks.
To be fair, I have been looking out for it.
Since you mentioned it, which one could it be?
Ooh, interesting.
But yeah, you just see his eyes dart there, and then immediately just back, and he's just like, oh, yes. There's nothing quite like it. Fighting for what is right. Self-preservation is good and all, but it's also, I fear, with how strong the doctors become, if one of us gets caught, it might lead them to the other ones who are still about there.
Well.
Yes.
I was just going to say, then, yeah, I don't want to put a target on you, so forget about it.
I do wish it was more simpler, but like I said, if it's not more about protecting myself, it's protecting the others. If he then finds us, he can get access to the other ones through us, and
It feels like we need to get the pieces into place before we make our move. At least.
Yeah.
For the big picture does not mean we can't fight our battles.
No, of course, and I would be willing to help you in whatever way possible. Push come to shove, I swore an oath to do what is right, and by my honor as a guardian and as a captain, I will do the right thing.
I don't suppose you know where the doctor resides or where he keeps those that he controls?
For the most part, I believe he has a small kind of fortress in the upper ring of Skargrim, and there's even like a walled part of the upper city, and some say rumors there. I personally don't believe he is there. I personally think he probably would have retreated to the Superior Assembly's base of operations, their main, because you know the story of how they started. They all came from Cyburn, which is like the island just off the coast of Scrapras and Demwich.
Nope.
Let me. And he just pulls out like this map, and he just shows you like a map of the world map essentially, and he's just like, at first it's upside down. He's like, here. I mean, this way. This is Cyberan. That's where the Superior Assembly first started. That's when they rose up. Right in between the two continents, as you can see. That's just my opinion. I don't know.
So you think the doctor's on that island? Or this way
If I had to hazard a guess of where I would hide if I was the doctor, it would be the most fortified place, the most protected place in the whole of the world.
That raises the question. We've seen him around. Would you think he's also using this ability teleportation technology as well?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they are one of the same peoples. So I would imagine their technology is his technology.
Well, it answers a
Haven't-
lot of the questions.
Really seen any beams in the sky?
That's a valid point too. I don't think I have.
But he has been around the city a lot.
Again, I'm sorry. I've given you more questions than answers.
That's fine, but kind of used to the list getting longer at this point. We just got to break it down to two categories: pressing matters and stuff to find answers to later.
Would you know if these Civic Assembly have a way to project an image into like a mass population? Like perhaps
Oh.
the doc-
Like an illusion of kinds?
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine that's something they probably could do.
So unless everyone's just seeing an illusion of the Doctor?
No, but it's actually interacted and touched physical objects and passed them to people as well. Maybe doppelganger or clone?
Maybe.
Perhaps a clone indeed.
He
Maybe one of
creates-
these metal creatures? Yeah.
Maybe he's been a metal creature.
The one that we were fighting seemed to mimic our defenses and attacks pretty well. I wouldn't be surprised if he made one that could mimic him.
The first time we fought the Doctor, it didn't bleed. But the second time, there were actual signs of him taking
Yes.
damage.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe the first time it was indeed an illusion, but I saw him take damage on the second. It's hard for me to believe that could have been a projection.
The hits that I delivered, even the first time, felt real.
Okay.
Perhaps there is something a bit more to it.
Yes.
But I'm thinking like it might be an idea to go to sleep.
Yeah, I think so.
We have a busy day tomorrow for like it or not either way.
When was our meeting with the Mercy King meant to be again?
It was more of if you try and leave town, I'm coming for you, so don't do that. Was more the kind word, I'm pretty sure. Don't get someone
Whenever you can.
Yeah, it kind of was like an open invite, so to speak. There was no like time limit. It was just
It was just the threat of if you try and leave, I will kill you.
yeah, it was more the case of like I suggest you do talk to me before you leave. If you don't, then yeah.
So perhaps we can see him tomorrow night?
Yeah. Well, what's the plan for the rest of tomorrow, though? Conversations.
The rest of the shield, huh?
Perhaps.
Right, it looks like I'm not sleeping then.
Maybe you can learn it in the morning and in the afternoon we try and find it.
Or at least learn how to find it, and then the following day we'll go out.
I would also like to pass by Gladys again. See what she learned. Maybe she has
Me too.
something useful.
Ursa gave her the box, so we wanted to see if she had time to look at that.
Well, you're more than welcome to take the wagon. I think my best plan is to continue talking with our captain here and learn what I can before. But we're sleeping here tonight, so make sure you return. Fucking light.
He's turned his lights out. He's ready to go sleep.
Time to have a conversation and sleep anyway.
No, I think I'll see Gladys tomorrow because that gives her more time to.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Now let's rest.
Xanthi, you was going to say something?
I think it's been covered.
Okay.
I would enjoy some time with my sisters. So,
You guys have a room for you? Don't let us intrude. Do what you need.
what time of day is it now?
I would say it's pushing like that late evening. It's not quite. I'd probably put it around like the 8-9 o'clock mark. You know, not quite like late night, but it's definitely evening.
Turning to Reese and Theo. How are you two feeling? Want to get some rest?
I'm very hungry. I want to try a toffee apple. I
I'm
heard
not
Gladys
sure how
say
easy that will.
that they was toffee apples.
We will get you a toffee apple. It might not be here though.
Damn it.
No, I think there was some in the market district, though. They have on the stall doing a bunch of snack foods, but might not be worth venturing on your own. We can get one before the meeting tomorrow. We'll be in that sector anyway.
Okay. Theo's just been very quiet. Just kind of like understanding the situation, you know.
It's a lot to process.
For me, it's quite simple.
You always were the more intelligent one.
I mean, I don't know why we wouldn't grab the Imperiums. Everyone get one. We all march on the Doctor and kick him in the fucking ass.
We just don't know how easy that will be to get them.
Ooh, maybe. If we get the crystals, also, we can get the crystals and the Imperium. And then we'll be like 1,000 times more powerful.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan 20.
One
Anything will
step
help.
at a time.
How far away from the location, from I think it was 7, would the crystals be? Were we given any
So
specifics?
I believe the crystals you found out were in Magegrave, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
It was somewhere that started with M, yeah.
Yeah, Magegrave. So technically, Saban is before Magegrave, but it's kind of like you would have to go off course to go there, but it is on your way.
So we could pass by, grab a couple, and then kill the Doctor.
Just do a whole loop of the the top part.
I mean, if we're gonna get powers, we might just go for everything.
My only worry is what will happen to those under his control in the meantime.
How long has he kept your sisters?
So how long has she been traveling? Probably a week or so before we met, would you say?
Yeah, so I probably would say it's 2 weeks or so that you've been. Yeah, I'd say less than like it's on the verge of like being a month, around that kind of verge.
About 3 weeks now, something like that.
Karen, do you know for how long the Doctor normally keeps his little puppets?
Well, I mean, I presume as long as they are cordial and follow his commands, I presume he'd keep them for as long as they are useful. I would imagine if they start to break and no longer follow what he wants, then that's when he would decide to get rid of them.
And we already know that some of them are beginning to break through, so if they do so and he notices, it would not be good. Is there any way that any of you know of to ensure that the doctor is not seeing and hearing what I am seeing and hearing now? He has been in my head, and I worry.
He was in my head too earlier.
Yeah, I think he got into all of us eventually. Kind of said to us to not double cross him, but he didn't say it out loud. But then we can't really put a idea on how effective that is.
Sorry, I know you're having a bit of a moment, but if he reached into your heads, have you tried reaching back to him, like seeing if it works both ways?
Is that possible?
I don't know. I'm just
giving ideas.
I'm presuming it's like a sending stone, maybe? They work both ways. You can talk through one and talk through the other. I mean, I'm not the magic-y kind of person, so I don't quite understand everything. I don't know. I'll go back to just sitting in the corner while you stay in my room and discuss matters.
No, we can leave very inconvenient.
No, please. It's the least I can do. You brought the room for me.
I feel like Morticia would immediately attempt to.
Can you make me a intelligence saving throw, please?
$15.
So you focus and you just hear like static just goes through your mind as you're trying to focus, and then like there's this deafening
Oh,
Ooh, I didn't like that. Mm-mm.
I'm guessing it didn't work.
There was something there. It was just like a static almost.
I'm going to try something else. Will he remember anything from his childhood that could be used to ward off stuff like this?
I'm gonna say an Arcana check.
Okay. I'm just going to say that's a no. That's a natural 1 for 2.
I'm going to say you remember your mother doing things around your house and she would always say like it's warding things. But I don't think like off the top of your head you can remember, it's
what
still that,
specific things have warded, yeah.
It's kind of like the like shuffling through, like you're like, oh yeah, she warded it from, and then she was like, but then there was a delivery guy, it's just like all memories kind of like clashing in together. It's just like, did she ward it from the delivery guy? I don't know.
I don't think he's my biggest problem. The amount of shit flying around my head is more confusing than him, honestly.
The doctor just tries to go in your head and he's like, nope, see you later.
It's even too noisy for him. Alright. Morning, or do you want to just get this out the way of now, whatever you can teach me?
Oh, I mean, I can teach you. It's no issue.
Well, not getting any younger.
Firstly, you want to put your hand on the shield and reach out.
That work if it's already equipped? Or will that be it?
Would you like
No,
my
no,
help or not? Just
No,
put,
no, I
put
want your
the
help. I
shield
just want
on
to
the
see.
floor,
Okay.
or on the bed, or
Okay.
on the table, or somewhere
Lean
light
it,
flat.
lean it. I'm just gonna like lean it against the wall.
Yes. Put your hand on it. One hand.
Okay.
And now I need you to reach out with your energies inwardly, make the connection, and then with the other hand, I need you to place it on just like out, touching nothing. If you do this correctly, you should feel like a magnetic pull in the direction of where it is. But then, I mean, it could be some distance, but you need to establish a connection first, and then every time you do it, will get easier.
Like a planet-wide game of hot and cold.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a great idea.
Okay, I'll explain the rules afterwards. Anyway, he'll try and mimic what he was told.
So I need you to roll me an Arcana check now.
While this is happening for dramatic effect, Demetrius is going to cast Thaumaturgy and create small tremors. It's like affecting the space within us.
Okay.
And he's going to start opening and closing like the doors and windows. Like
Can I cast guidance to try and help him?
Who, Dimitri or William?
William.
Yeah, you can. Of course, it's a D4. Oh. Kisban is stuck. His internet died. So what we will do, we will take a break and we'll pick up after for that roll. We'll see you. We'll see you soon. Okay, welcome back. So, you connection issues out the way. We're diving back in with your Arcana roll with your guidance. What's the
Which was
total?
6.
6. Okay, so as you reach out, the doors and windows opening, closing, this tremoring going on all around. The captain being like, "Oh, I've not quite seen this happen before. You must be very strong with the connection." You get like the slightest pull. It's like ever so. It almost feels like a pinprick, but you do feel something. And then the shield's just like, "It's not going to work like that."
It would just be easier if you just call me an amateur at this point, let's be honest here.
And then the captain said, "Oh, did you get anything? I mean, the building was going crazy."
My thoughts exactly.
I got a sarcastic remark
"Oh, from the shield.
from the shield.
Oh, it looks like it's one of them."
It's about as cuddly as razor blades, yeah.
You know, everything has its merit. Do keep trying.
I don't know about you, but I don't know how easy it is to mask this when I'm making a building shake.
I mean, I would just keep trying. I've never seen anyone shake a building while doing it, so clearly you have a very strong connection to it.
Yeah. Maybe. Who knows?
I would try at least once a day. Surely one or two things will happen. Eventually the shield will get fed up of you trying to resonate with it and just tell you where the location of its other half is, or you will find it. You may even get some respect from the shield. Who knows?
Looking at the shield, nah, I don't think I'm going to get any respect from the shield.
You know, the first step to respect is something I heard once.
Yep, well, just
The
pick it
first
back up
step
and
to
just...
respect is the furthest step from harm? I don't know. Anyway. Maybe if you try once a day before sleep. Or try when you're fresh in the morning.
Alright, when I'm fresh. Yes, it couldn't hurt. Until it does, and then I will have more questions.
I mean, if it hurts, I would say stop.
If you are going to do that in the morning, perhaps wait until we are awake, so you don't shake us all into consciousness.
Just saying, I'm pretty sure if I did it in the morning, it'll wake you up anyway.
Fair enough.
It's very strange. The connection is very strong.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I need a drink. So, anyone care to join me?
I kind of just need sleep. Being back to this is really fucking tiring.
Now you know how all of us feel.
Yes, but you guys have still got, interesting things going on. I'm back to being just a basic human. By the feel of it.
You're anything but basic.
Okay, we're not going to talk about everything else that's been going on, but still. Apart from all that, just normal person.
All I hear is excuses not to drink.
Yeah, I could just say, no, I'm not having a drink, that's blood.
Exactly. No is a full sentence.
I'll come keep me company, but I
Yep.
won't drink. I'll just
Technically knows a single word.
But it can be a full sentence.
I'm not too sure about that.
Do you want to be punched in the face? No. That's a full
Okay.
sentence. Yeah.
Looking towards Theo and Reese. How would you two feel about the drink, or?
I mean, I could have a drink, I don't mind. And Theo's just like, yeah, I could get a drink.
Sounds like we are in.
It's fine to me. You're just going to walk out and pat him on the front. We could be the antisocial ones.
I do think I'm going to rest up here.
Yeah, enjoy.
Talking a lot and reminiscing about old times has made me want to visit them in my sleep.
If you need help, scream.
I will remember that.
Gotta say, I'm impressed we went this whole conversation. Are you asking for his blood so you can keep big track of him, make sure he's safe?
Shh. I was gonna do that, but why do you gotta spoil it?
Just saying I was impressed it took you this long.
I wanna be respectful. He's an elder. I haven't gotten Gladys is either.
You haven't asked Gladys.
Because I respect her.
Okay, so you should ask people that you don't respect. You understand how the sentence is working, right?
As the blood of the people I feel could need help.
Help. Okay, so yeah, don't respect. Got it. You're digging yourself a bigger hole. I hope you know this.
I want a drink.
Do you ever think how the hell we function as a team? Because sometimes it just feel like it's four clowns driving a car.
I mean, that's why we work.
Yes. Shots. Let's go.
Remember, no shots for me.
I want shots.
Come on.
And I'm also passing tonight.
Perhaps we should take it a little bit easy, but some shots is fine.
Okay.
Reese is just going to run out the room ahead of all of you and just like start running down the stairs, and she's screaming shots.
I will follow. Screaming shots.
And Theo just looks at you, Xanthi, and is just like, remember, she's your sister.
Our sister, but yes,
Today she's your sister.
I guess I deserve that. Fair enough. And we'll follow along down.
As the keeper behind the bar is just like, oh, and what can I get all of you? Oh, shots, okay. Anything in particular?
The strongest you have.
Okay.
William's gonna walk off and find a booth. Just the whole like, this is gonna go bad.
He pulls out this black bottle.
Oh.
From the black bottle, he pours like literally like half an inch of liquid in a shot glass, and this liquid is like thick and it bubbles and it like just, it doesn't pour, it like slops out.
Dimitri, come here.
Yeah.
You don't need to do anything you don't want.
Wanna do something really cool?
Depends. It's not drinking this stuff, is it?
No. Light them on fire.
Oh, sure. Okay. And yeah, I'll cast Sacred Flame. I don't know if that will help as Radiant Flame, if we'll set it on fire, but...
As this radiant flame hits the first one, I suggest you keep the flames away from them. They are highly flammable. And the guy's just like...
I'm assuming that's not what you had in mind.
Last time it went a little different.
This is... I don't know if you had it before, but this is Dragon's Nectar.
Ooh. Here you go. Shots. I will distribute them.
Oh, I do want to try it, though.
You know what you want.
We have the bucket of water on hand. What's the worst that could happen?
I'll just look at Pabu. Just give him a look.
Maybe just one. It's your call.
One should be fine.
Okay. Everyone who has taken a shot, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
17.
17.
That's a 10.
Oh, okay.
Con, was it?
Yeah.
22.
22. Okay. Xanthi, this thick ichor just like drops down your throat. It's more like a chewable jelly than a drink, and as it like slide, you can feel it like almost like clawing to slide down. As it hits your throat, though, it is sweet, sour, and then this burn. Like, this burn is like an inferno. It starts in your throat, and you can feel it going all the way down. But you manage to stay standing. You know, you do, like, feel a bit lightheaded as it hits you. You're just like, oh, okay. Dimitri, you pick that up, straight back. Doesn't even touch side. You feel good. You probably could do another 6. That's how good you feel. Xanthi, you take the shot, and straight away the room starts spinning. And like this burning sensation makes your eyes water, and you'll just start to like, the room starts to be spinny. And you see Reese just like standing there, like mouth open, like like as she's trying to like fan her mouth, like how hot it is. You see Theo's just like, yeah, what else is new?
This strong stuff. It started out so nicely too, but then I think I need to sit down.
I don't know about you guys, but I think I found my drink.
You want another?
I kind of do. What's 2? I've had 1. What's 2? 2 won't do anything.
I can feel William judging us so hard.
He's gonna get up from the table, walk over to the bar, and just go, "What's your most expensive bottle of wine?"
We
Because these fucking idiots have brought me to drink. I don't care about what it's called. Just give me it.
I mean, we only have a honey gold rosé,
Fuck it, that'll do.
and that's
That does
7
sound good.
gold.
Have the glasses included, and you just pile it.
Yeah.
Well, I learned my
Christ.
lesson last time, and I hope you did too. No mixing different alcohols. So let's stick
Yes.
to this one.
That's fine with me.
So you two having another shot? Yeah.
Another round, please.
Okay. So
Is Theo joining?
Theo will have another one. Yeah. Reese is still like, she started to like lick the table to try and like cool her mouth down, just like.
We got a bucket of water in the room.
I'll get a second glass and give it a little bit of the honey rosé, because the honey should hopefully help neutralize it, is what he's thinking.
You just see
Here,
her like
try that.
tongue
try
in the
that.
glass, just not even drinking it, just.
Christ, I don't know why you guys enjoy. I'm going to be over here, and he's just going to sit in the booth, checking if any other pages have re-emerged themselves.
Yeah, if you have.
It's been a while since he fed it, yeah. And just reading whatever new information he has available to himself.
Okay. Xanthi, you having another shot, or what's Xanthi
I
doing?
think Xanthi is trying to get her head to stop spinning, kind of head in hands on the table, and just mutters to Theo, just because we are quite away from home does not mean I'm letting you off training tomorrow.
By the looks of things, it means you need a day off training.
You might be right there.
Yeah, another shot. Can I get you to roll another con save, please? DC is higher this time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
11.
It's a natural 20.
Oh,
Or 24.
Dimitri, you hammer this next one back, and you're feeling on top of the world. Like you're flying high.
Yeah.
You all of a sudden this armor you have on feels so light, and you like feel so light on your feet, and you're like, damn, I could like touch the sky. Like I'm amazing. Morticia, you take the second shot, and you all watch. The shot goes down, and you just see Morticia fall backwards off the chair.
What is she okay?
Is it spinning down there too?
Why did you let me do this?
Lie on your side.
She will crawl and lie on her side.
At least if you throw up, you won't die.
Thank you.
Then you hear, if you vomit, you clean it up.
I'll see to it, don't worry.
Dimitri, help.
No. Don't be cheating. Don't be curing the alcoholism for her. She could deal with it. He wanted this.
She will give him the puppy eyes.
Consequences have actions. Don't let her fool you.
You mean actions have consequences?
Same difference.
But
I'm the one who's drunk.
I'm busy reading a book.
oh, I'm torn.
Dimitri, please, you're my favorite. Help me.
Rude.
Just
If she
look at
gets
that.
any worse, then help her, but let her do for a bit.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Something, what do I do?
I think you should cure us both, to be fair.
Okay. I'll meet in the middle. I'll do Xanthi first, so we'll just still has to wait.
Honestly, she looks in a worse place than me.
I know, but at least this way it'll make William a little bit happier.
I'm having a great time. Because you see, I drank with moderation and knowing that I am going to, end up dying on the floor.
And then I'll help Morticia up, and I'll lead her to the bench where William's sitting, and then we'll do lay on hands to cure it.
Meanwhile, Theo's taken another 2 shots, and she succeeded both her saving throws.
Oh, excuse me. I think I need to catch up.
You're gonna take 2 more?
Remember, you're going to have a bill for this, guys.
Okay, you're gonna take 3 more.
Created a monster.
So I need 3 con saves then.
So you can overtake, yeah.
So I can overtake.
You just see like fire ignite in her eyes as she sees this, and she's just like, barkeep, 6 more.
Fucking Jesus Christ, we're all going to die.
It's gonna die in the first one. 16.
Okay.
Nope. 7 on the second one. And he will still take the third one even though it's not working.
Okay.
It'll be 13 for the third.
Okay, so you hammer the next one back and you're like, yeah, I can do this. I can do this all day. I'm good. I've trained my body for this. My body is a temple. I can take this. And then you take the next one, you're like, oh. Immediately you come crashing down. Like that high you was on, you'd like hit the floor and you're like, why is my body so heavy? And then you're like,
that moment. Do we all see that moment of realization where you just see it in the face? I fucked up.
Yeah.
He's gonna throw up next.
And then on the third one, no sooner the liquid goes down, it comes straight back up. And Theo's just like, you people can't handle your liquor. Succeeds again. And again.
Oh my goodness, just a high con.
Okay. Last one. Yeah, she takes all them 6 packs. She's just like, now I feel better.
Gonna get the grab the bottle and kind of like toast it into her direction as I fall the glass, and she's like, "See, that's someone that knows the limits."
As you say that, she goes to stand up, and she's just like, barkeep, why do your chairs and tables move in this place?
I hope you realize that we got rid of 1 drunkard and brought 4 more. Just saying that to the barkeep.
The barkeep's just like, and then he goes, gets a mop and bucket and throws it at you, William. He's like, there.
Yeah, no, I know what I said.
Right, you got about an hour, then I'm closing down. Okay.
Yeah, not a problem. I'll get it done. Even though, yeah, it's just like, fuck. He's having like memories of doing other stupid shit in the past. It's like, cut. It's just like a normal day. It's just like, fuck it. Just gonna like grab Dimitri by the hand, just lift him off the bar and be like, "You alright?"
Could you help guide my hand so I can heal myself? I can't find me.
Take his wrist and just put it on his cheek, just like, there you go.
Thank you.
Fuck. Just like mopping up and like cleaning the side and all that. And just like, out of all the people I forward, fucking didn't expect it to be. Actually, kind of expected it to be you, but I told you in the first place not to do it. So
yeah.
You're a fucking idiot. You better not have anything on my book over there, just like pointing back to. Not be touching that. But you alcoholic, dirty fucking, been on the floor hands. Don't mess with it. With Morticia's in the booth with it.
Yeah,
no. Mary left the fucking night. Don't. Please. Good. Fucking.
Shh. For someone so tiny, you speak so loudly. Theo's just
That's a lot.
God. Bearing in mind you're like the same height as Theo.
Yeah.
The alcohol's just making her think she's much bigger than what she is.
I appreciate it. Yeah, well, someone has to be the voice of reason, and everyone's getting their fucking hands to and by alcohol, honestly.
I agree. Drinking is bad.
Still impressive, but how many fingers am I holding up? Like put up 2 fingers. Nice.
2?
Okay, so you can at least figure out that out of the 6 of me, they're only doing 2 each. Awesome, cool.
Yeah. There's my brain is working fine. Where's Reese?
I think she had a tongue in a glass because it was helping soothe the fire that...
The barkeep
Yeah.
comes over and is like, "Is that one of yours in the horse's troughs?" She's
No,
just
I
got like her
need-
head in the water. Just. And she's like, "This tastes so good. We should get some." Just puts her head back in.
You want me to go get your sister, or are you capable of walking now?
Think I can manage.
Okay. Just tell me if there's any mess out there that I need to clean up.
I appreciate it.
This whole time going back to the booth, though, and just taking a sip out of the glass and just going back to whatever he's doing, because apparently the party's just making a mess.
Oh, fumble my way to the booth.
You did a good job. You handled it. Well done.
You know, the whole cure wounds thing, getting rid of the intoxication, nice work, but it doesn't get rid of the smell.
And that's why we need a bath.
You people are literally going to be the death of me. Technically, already were.
Yeah, that.
But we brought you back. So
Well,
we are
also
also the
the-
reason why you live.
Yeah.
If we're getting into semantics, you brought half of me back.
I brought you back.
Sure, yeah. Why can I not do this? And he'll attempt to walk up the wall and just fall and just like...
Then he's after you do that, the barkeep's like, "All right, that's enough. I'm calling it. You're all a bit,
Oh, no, I'm still sober as anything. I just used to be able to walk on walls.
Yeah, great story. The fact you're telling me that story means you're not quite with it, lad. So, if you could go to your rooms, thank you for cleaning up. Please take the rest of the liquor. If you throw up in the room, I'm going to put 100 gold cleaning charge on your bill at the end of the night, okay?
That seems fair.
We both know that's way too steep.
That's way too high.
Oh, that's high.
Especially for this part of town. Just looking at him, just like, don't take the piss.
What's
Nope.
your fifth offer?
70
No.
gold.
Technically, that's only the second.
It is technically the second.
What's your third offer?
80 gold.
Seems like
Continue.
this fifth.
That works.
Fourth offer.
60 gold.
And then the final.
Fifth offer.
70 gold.
That was
That
fine,
does
right?
not seem like it worked.
That is my fifth and final offer.
What's your sixth offer?
Oh, just, you know what? Just go to your rooms and sleep.
The sixth offer it is.
Oh, it was supposed to be the fifth. Can we accept the sixth?
Yes, we don't pay.
Okay.
You're gonna look at the barkeep with like a defeated expression and just like, I have to deal with these on a daily basis.
He
be
just
happy
returns
you
the defeated
don't need
expression. He's just like,
Just be happy that we're not going to be here forever, pal. Okay.
"Oh, I'm counting the minutes."
So am I. To the time that they finally get me killed a second time.
Okay, that.
Okay, I get it.
He's
Sixth offer.
trauma bonding with you. It's okay.
No, I'm more trying to just explain the situation that these people get me into. It's fine.
We don't put you in anything. You didn't die because of us.
Who made a deal with the blacksmiths and then said, "Oh, I've got a friend that could do it,"
Yeah, that was me. I'm sorry.
You accepted it.
because a friend asked me to?
Well, it's still your responsibility.
You shouldn't wager items on a hopeful for something to go correct, which went so poorly, by the way.
Yeah, you should have practiced more.
When they said there were no rules, I should have just used my own gear.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. Also, the blacksmith said that they owed me for the inconvenience, so I need to talk to them about that tomorrow.
New stuff again. So it worked out.
No. This whole town still feels fucking weird.
Yeah.
No offense, looking at the party.
No, none taken. I'm just a humble barkeeper that really wants to close for the night. So if you could either go to your room, go outside, just disappear, so I can close down.
I think
Yeah, that was fun.
We'll get back with Reese under her arm.
Yeah, Reese
and turn
under
to
your
the
arm.
tree.
She's got like a bucket of water from like the horse trust. She's like, this is really good.
Do you think you could fix this one up so we don't have an accident in the room?
Of course, yes. And I will do the same thing.
Okay. Perfect.
I appreciate it.
She then takes another sip of the water and she goes, this water doesn't taste good.
Okay. I can only do it one more time, so I think no more drinking.
Let's call it a night. Yes.
I'm gonna walk over to the booth, grab like a half bottle, finish what's in the glass, and pick up the button and be like, I'm going. Please, don't do anything stupid. And yeah, we will also go find one of the multiple rooms we were given.
Yeah. Easy enough to do.
Night. And she'll go up.
Sleep well.
Good night.
Sandy will also head up with her sisters and kind of push the two beds together and just make a little, almost like a little fort.
Okay.
With the duvets and stuff.
As Richard's heading up, he's like, we didn't discuss which rooms people are staying in.
William took one of the double rooms to himself, so it looks like you're with Morticia and Xanvi's with the sisters in the room that he got.
Okay. He's gonna like look into the different rooms just to see if this is Find Morticia, but
Yeah, you'll hope William's going to be like, he'll just be like, no.
Yep.
So, anything anyone wants to do before they rest for the night?
Yeah, when he's in bed, he'll do the same as he did the other night. He'll put his hand and feed the book what's left before he goes to bed. So another 46, just in case you're keeping track of how much goes into it.
And just spending some time catching up, try and inform them the outline of what's been going on. What do you think is best here?
Reese, as you ask that, Reese is sitting there and she's like, well, obviously we need to get the others. That's clearly the most important.
And would you listen if I said that it was best for you to return home?
I mean, I think I wouldn't go home. Maybe I'd stay with that old lady that makes cakes and tea. She seems pretty cool. While you go out and do what you need to do. I don't think I would feel safe going home by myself. I'd definitely like to stay with that old lady though. She makes nice cakes and she owes me a toffee apple.
And you, Theo?
Theo's just like, I think, sister, you've gotten soft. What happened to the commander who would have charged the line no matter what?
I have tried throwing myself with everything that I have, but it has not been enough.
But now you have an answer. You have a solution to why it wasn't working. These Imperiums or whatever they are, they seem to be the answer. Why wouldn't you grab them? Or does not getting your back the rest of our sisters alive matter? Do you just want to take back their whatever's
I think
left.
you have it backwards. That is why I feel that we need to strategize more.
Yeah, but I see it this way. I see it as you have a 50% chance of tiptoeing around everything, getting our sisters back, and then having to deal with the doctor anyway. But then I see 100% chance of success if you find out more about these maybe, I don't know, they could work, I don't know, or then you could take them with them, and then it's 100% success rate.
I think Santi lets out a deep exhale. And this is why I need Sophia. She was always much better with these strategies and decisions.
Yeah. I just
Don't
think...
get me wrong, though. It means the world to have you two back.
Yeah, and you know what? We're not going to go anywhere. I do agree with Reese. If you don't want us in the fight, then we will stay with this Gladys, the old lady with the cakes.
That is correct.
Because if this old man is talking correct, she seems to be the only one here that would have enough chance of protecting us, even if it meant, you know, she seems like they seem like they will protect if they have to, but they don't want to at the moment unless it's a last resort. So I would imagine, worst case scenario, she would protect us.
The only slight concern I have there is if what Taryn said is true, that if one of these guardians use their ability, that they can be tracked more easily. And she has done so relatively recently. So there might be some danger there. But
then,
perhaps between the three of you,
yeah,
you can put up a good fight until we can get there.
Yeah, I think, I mean, if these are really as strong as they say they are, maybe she could get you guys to us, or you guys could we could come to you guys. If it worst case scenario, we could definitely hold the line.
Let's set that as our goal then.
Maybe.
I did have one more thought.
Yes.
While we are here, do you think you could work on Aethon a little?
Yeah, I should be able to have a look. I also did think if we are going to hunker down where we were staying, where they're on that people's farm, maybe if we could ask them, maybe pay them some money, we could fortify the farm somewhat. Maybe
that sounds like a good plan.
I could take a little bit of Aethorn's tech, not like a lot to make him useless in combat, but maybe try and streamline what he has and then take a bit so I could, I don't know, give us like a working base of operations.
I think that is a good idea. What do you think you will need for this to be accomplishable?
I'll make a list of materials and I'll give them to you in the morning.
Very well.
Also, just a bit of a interesting subject. It may be the alcohol talking, but is Morticia seeing anyone?
I believe she is, yes.
Oh, okay. What about Dimitri?
I'm not so sure. I think not, though.
Okay. He may be on my list of
Don't get
materials.
yourself into too much trouble, okay?
I don't get into trouble. I merely rise to the occasion.
Well, he is a good man, so.
Yeah. I'll get working on that list. At this point, Reese has already crashed out asleep.
Until the morning, then? And she
Yes.
probably won't sleep too soon. Just spend a lot of time kind of reflecting in her head, but then would crash too.
Okay. Morticia, Dimitri, William, anything before you go sleep?
Yeah, I was gonna say like to Morticia and just be like, Morticia, I think I did a bad thing.
What happened?
So you know the tremors and like the windows and stuff that happened when Miriam was trying to.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be a good idea to maybe add some dramatic flair, maybe to the to it.
Good job. Don't
Oh,
worry, it's fine. What he doesn't know doesn't hurt him. It's okay.
so you think I should not say anything?
Just don't do it next time.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll be like, oh yeah, it was the first time the shield was giving him a little attitude and just yeah,
Okay.
it's okay.
I'll try not to, but if he does look at me in a way that I'm gonna end up saying.
Well, if you want to tell him, you can, but I don't think you did anything wrong.
Okay. If it comes up.
Yeah, I'm sure he will ask you, hey, did you do it?
I don't know, he's pretty good at like sussing things out like this.
Yes, but we are having quite a lot of things on our mind. I'm not sure that's gonna be like the top priority for him.
True. What do you think? Do you think I should like phase out the effects? So maybe next time he does it, it would just be like the tremor or just the windows, and then the third time it will be completely gone.
Do you want to give him more reasons for him to suspect you?
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, completely stop it.
Maybe when the shield is something new again. You know, when the shield and the other half meet, you can do it again. Yes,
Yes.
but let's skip it at like, oh, first times.
Okay.
I've learned a valuable lesson above table. Stop letting Dimitri and Morticia beat it around each other.
Other.
Unsupervised.
We just, bounce off each other.
They just need
Yep.
an adult.
Basically.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah. No. Okay. Good. Yeah. I'll save it for then. Thank you.
What do you want to do about the whole Imperium's thing?
I have two opinions about it. One might be a selfish reason. I would like to see if we can find these Imperiums. He talked about it being able to hold energy. I don't know whether an Imperium might be able to hold excess this energy that's within me. Kind of, stop me from burning out. I don't know if that's how it works, but it came across my mind.
Even if that can't, maybe the crystals can.
Or maybe the crystals. Yep.
Either
Think
way,
about that.
yeah.
But I do know we're not strong enough to fight the Doctor as we are, and I think having these Imperiums might help. I do worry about the Xanthi sisters though, because this will take a long time.
If I'm gonna be fair, honest, I think going against the Doctor one more time without enough power to kill him might do a little bit more damage than we want. You saw what he did to his sister before.
Yes. No, I do agree. I'm worried if we do try, rather than saving them, we'll do the opposite.
Bedtime?
Yeah, bedtime.
Okay. So as you all settle in for a night's rest, I need an intelligence saving throw from Xanthi, a charisma saving throw from Morticia, and I need a constitution saving throw from Dimitri.
That was a nat 20 for 19.
Oh, nice.
I also got a 19.
Okay, nice.
11.
An 11. Xanthi, there's a moment in your sleep where you're slowly coming out of a deep sleep. You see the outline of the doctor's face try to press in, but you just open one eye, see your sisters, and it vanishes. Dimitri. You are thrown to the floor. Standing over you is this figure ignited in flame, halberd to your throat. And he just scoffs at you. He's just like, the Great Flame chose you.
And who are you supposed to be?
The worthy choice, the correct choice, the right choice. And he just like picks you up again and hip tosses you, throws you to the ground again.
Oh look, do I have my halberd with me?
Yeah.
I'll stand and pick and build it and say then, what makes you worthy?
Because I'm everything you can't be.
Then I mean I didn't ask for this.
No, you didn't, and yet you get it anyway. And he just like comes charging out the halberd, like thrusting first, and then last moment he kind of throws it and like jumps behind you.
Does he enter my reach at any point?
Yeah, he would have, like, the jump behind him would have got you just in your reach, yeah.
So I'm gonna use my reaction then, try and make an attack.
Yeah, roll me an attack roll.
So that would be 17.
17 does hit. How are you doing this attack roll? Like, how is this attack looking?
It would just be a normal swipe with
Okay.
when he's jumping or trying.
Yeah, so he like flips behind you and immediately you turn and like slice him straight into like the clavicle. Ooh, is that a temper I see? Someone getting a bit angry?
No, just self-defense.
Ah, self-defense. What about if you had to get angry and you see images of William, Xanthi, and Morticia, and you see his hands stretch out and they slowly start to be consumed by fire?
Oof. What do I have? Oh, I used to have a spear.
Yep.
So if it's still with me, I'm just gonna try and throw it.
Yeah. Oh no, he's still like in touch with you. He's just
okay.
Casting like this flame effect that's like now igniting your friends.
I'm gonna try and cut like the arm then, if he's using his arm to
Yeah,
create
sure.
these images.
Because you're aiming for a specific target, the AC will be higher. But yeah, roll an attack roll.
Ooh, very good. 24.
24. That will hit.
I would say to him, don't bring my friends into this.
As that happens, you cut the arm, and he just goes, "Oh, that was foolish. I was holding back." And you just see the flame like erupt further, and like your friends just becoming to the bone, like being burnt to the bone. Still not angry?
I'm going to try and do earthen grasp to try and hold him still.
Yeah. What save do you need?
It's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
14 is this DC.
14 DC. Do. He succeeds. Immediately just like melting away out of the earth, the grasping earth that grabs up beneath him, melting through it. He's just like, try harder. The flame continues, and now you start to hear the screams of your friends. And there's one more figure that starts to walk over towards you. It's Pabu, starts to walk towards you. And then immediately kind of like turns away from you and joins this flame entity.
Oh. Oh boy. Okay. Do I see another Pabu? Or was that...
That's Pabu.
That was...
Now you're all alone. Still not angry?
What do I have? Technically, before I slept, I used up all my second level spell slots. At this moment, do I technically...
Yeah, you feel at full strength in this part, yeah.
And I'll just say, you can't take the first friend I had. And I'll shove the halberd in, I'll keep it there and cast heat metal.
Okay.
And I'm just going to hold it in him.
And he's just like, oh, I can see that temper bubbling. I can see something that would start to make someone worthy, but you're just not quite there yet. And then Paru's going to combine with his arm that you've cut off into the claw, and he's going to like swing towards you.
Yep.
That will be a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
And that will be 52 points of damage.
Oh boy. Ow. Yeah, reaction. I'm going to do Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, yeah.
I want to aim it to the entity rather than assuming that's Pabu. So
Yeah. You just concentrate. Would you say Dimitri's getting annoyed at this point?
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, roll me damage for Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. It has to make the dex save of 14.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they're just taking it.
That's a fail.
Where's my D10? 14.
As you scream out in rage, just this flame just rockets past. Immediately, you awaken to hear a smash as you've sent this torrent of flame through the building into the window in your room. Before your vision completely comes to, you do hear the voice going, Test 1 complete. See you around, kid. And now, Morticia, you hear this window smash and this flame ripping through the room that you're staying in.
What the hell, Dimitri?
That's new. Sorry.
Is anything on fire at this moment inside of the building?
Yeah, so like literally from his bed all the way to the window, it's flames. It's literally like carved like a whole like line of flames. You see Dimitri, 3 claw marks like stretched through his whole upper torso, and you see Parbu like trying to like pull the flame into him.
And I take the bucket?
Yeah. I would presume you got the bucket in that room. Yeah.
Can I try and mix Arcane Blast with the bucket to try and like make
I'll
the
allow
water
it.
go forwards
I'll allow
and
it.
extinguish everything?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Why not? I'm going to say it's going to be a single attack roll. I'm going to say it's going to be the AC of 18.
That's an 18 exactly.
Amazing. So yeah, you like throw this bucket of water and then shoot this arcane magic. It hits the bucket and just steam fills the room as the flames get extinguished. Parbu just gets soaked. He's like, brrr.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I was fighting this flame entity. It just made. He kept threatening you all. Yeah.
Great. Are you okay?
No.
I'll just give him a hug.
It does burn you as you hug him. He is like blistering hot.
I will try and withstand.
Yeah. You do hear as you do hug him, and you start to feel like this flame. Not feel. Yeah, you still feel this blaze and flame. Your claw, your tattoo automatically, instinctively activates as a claw, and you start absorbing some of the heat.
Nice.
Oh, we got a lot of explanations to give later.
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to explain this one. You're okay though. I didn't hurt you.
I'm fine.
I had images of you and everyone melting.
It's tricky with rooms. They can show us whatever they want.
It didn't feel like a dream.
I know what you mean.
I'm just going to turn to Papu. Sorry, this is going to be weird. And I'm going to touch his forehead. I'm trying to communicate with him.
Yeah.
Just do the whole raise it up. I just say to him, "What was that? You're not going to leave me, are you?"
No. But he's found you.
Who?
He's found you. It's
You don't.
this is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. And then immediately he kind of melts and starts to heal your wounds. So you can heal back up to full.
Oh, nice. There's only one person who's looking for me. You don't mean a brother?
And like you hear like Dimitri just talking out loud to himself because Parbu's like disappeared into him, so to speak. And Parbu's like, no, the Great Flame has found you. The tests have begun.
But I thought the Great Flame was an energy. I didn't know you can give tests.
There's one who had the power of the Great Flame many, many years ago. Many, many years ago.
Well, I guess I'll add it to the list.
He does not want to kill you, though. He wants to test you.
Do you know what the test involves? That didn't feel like a test. That felt more like torture.
He wants to make sure you're strong enough to inherit the Great Flame.
I didn't even want it. I'm trying to figure out a way to get rid of it. He can take it back.
Sometimes we have to take what we don't want in order to keep it from anyone else.
Damn, that's kind of wise sentence. Okay.
At this point, Parbu like manifests back outside, and he's just like,
Thanks, buddy. Rest up.
So you're being tested?
Oh, was I speaking out loud?
You were.
You know what? I don't think everyone was really around when I've done this. I assumed it was all in my head. Good to know.
Well, since Pabu disappeared, you kind of started talking out loud.
Noted. Yeah, it seems like the Great Flame is testing me. I wanted to see if I'm worthy of the power.
Another one?
I know.
And why is it always the dreams?
It's easy way for these things to contact us. I don't know.
Can't they let us sleep for once?
It's not pressing. So hopefully we won't have to worry about. Maybe I should just sleep outside because if another test comes, this won't happen.
Well, from personal experience, there's only one test per night.
Okay, but is it like back to back?
They do one, and then maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, whenever they want, really.
Okay, and how many have you done so far?
Well, I kind of visit him a lot. I don't know, 4, 5 times, something like that.
Oh, okay. So I've got a lot.
It's hard because sometimes I just talk to him. I don't really go in there.
Do you think I can talk to this eternal flame?
Well, I did learn something with Willow.
Oh, okay.
It didn't work out very well last time, I must confess.
Right, yes, I do remember what happened.
Yes. So, it would be your choice. I would suggest talking to the others, because open communication.
Yes, of course.
But it's an option. It's there.
The results could be different. I mean, you were trying to talk to your garden and then end up talking to
my dad. Yeah.
So
I mean, at the end of the day, it was the person I needed to talk to. Maybe it's like the sort of thing where it leads you where you need to go, not where you want to go.
Right. So
let it lead you.
You kind of got the opposite. So maybe if I try and talk to the flame, I might get a water entity.
Yeah, maybe. And then maybe that one can get rid of the
Rid
flame.
of it.
Yeah.
It's a good option. I think it's a win-win because if I can talk to him, or it,
I mean,
or they, I don't know. I don't know if it had a gender.
the thing is, you can always also end up talking to like a greater demon. She's not really great if it's not my dad.
I didn't think of that.
Or maybe another god, which may also not really like your god. But it's an option.
That's a point. Maybe I can speak to my god.
Oh, I thought your god was the flame.
Also very true. I'm still kind of new at this.
Okay, first, figure out who you want to talk to,
Yes.
because we need to make the first, you know? And then we do the ritual, because I need a little bit of preparation. There were a lot of, like, things needed. And hopefully I can recreate it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll regroup. Fix this issue. Just looking at like the damage. And start all the other stuff we gotta do.
Just one more.
Just one more. What's one more?
Let's reintroduce the topic slowly. I don't think they will really like the idea of doing the whole ritual again.
Probably not.
You know, last time it didn't end very well. I don't want to have last time it was demons. I don't want to have the big flame in an inn.
Because
we go
demons
on
are
open
far
space?
easier to have in an inn.
They
I
are
think the man
manageable.
died.
A man did die.
It wasn't us.
To be honest, I don't think we can hide this damage, so I'm assuming they already know and they're probably on their way.
Maybe we can try and fix it. We just
Before
need wood, glass, nails.
I'm happy to roll to see if I slept through this.
Yeah, I mean, you roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
Most certainly.
Maybe we can steal a cart from downstairs, see if it has wood in there, and we can just fix it up.
You want to know the funny thing? If it wasn't a disadvantage, that was a natural 20.
Oh,
Oh,
But that's a 5 total.
with all the reading you've done, you do sleep through this. But both of you, Xanthi and William, you do awake to hear the smell of burning, like, cloth and wood. William, the book is complete now as you wake up.
Oh, man. What is to read?
And he's just gonna jump up and say, all right, time for some training, I think. But we have a stop to make on the way.
Okay. Reese is like, no training.
I did warn you. Take 5 minutes, but be done after that.
Okay. God. Theo's just like straight up, ready to go.
Champion here. And then heading down to, well, trying to find the source of this.
Oh, as you come out, you do see smoke coming out of one of the doors.
Knocks. Yeah, how many times? But something would.
don't even remember.
You
Yeah.
did
It's eight.
the knock.
It's 8, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
thought it was 5 different
It was like 5.
Yeah.
Then 1 down, and then 3.
3, 1, 5,
Oh,
7,
3, 1, 5.
8.
Okay.
I knew there was an 8 somewhere.
I knew it was 5 numbers.
So you hear the knock in the way that you told any member of your group to knock.
Zenti? I know William wouldn't do it.
You know what? It's very true.
True.
Is everything well? It seems
We
you
had-
might have a bit of a problem here.
A little bit of an incident.
Are you both well?
Not both of us, no. You can come in if you want.
Just, brace yourself when you come in.
It's more emotional, like psychologically. Not so okay, but physically we're okay.
Okay.
There's a huge hole in the wall.
Yeah, as you come in, like smoke just
Oh dear.
wafts out, and then you just see this massive like gash of flame, like burnt, that's just like carved through the whole half of the room into the window. It's like torn out the window.
I take it the bucket was not enough.
Oh, the bucket helped a lot.
It did help. It seems this time was more focused rather than an area.
You know what I'm thinking? Coincidentally, the 2 times that you drank alcohol, you exploded in flames.
Yeah, I was worried about that the first time. It seems like doing it again the second time, yeah. Alcohol, not good.
Yeah, let's stay away from alcohol for a little bit, okay?
Yeah, but it would taste so good.
I know.
I'm sure you will find something else that you can enjoy.
Maybe next time a smoothie?
Ooh, smooth sounds good. But,
So now what do we do?
yeah, do you think you can fix it like you did the wagon?
Honestly, my woodworking skills kind of begin and end with wagons.
What if we help?
Perhaps some of it is transferable, so I can give it a crack, but I think this is quite a lot more damage than can be easily fixed in one morning.
What if we just leave like 50 gold?
That
And then they
would
can fix it.
probably cover it, to be fair.
Okay, I'll do that.
Just
That's
leave it
my
in the
fault.
room. We will live like nothing happened. And we will never come back.
Shouldn't I own up to what happened?
No. Do you want to go to prison?
I could go to prison?
Property damage.
Okay. 100 gold!
I should probably get up and be the voice of
50
reason at
gold.
that
I mean,
point.
yeah, you are getting up, and as you come out your room, you do see like this one room down the end of the hall. It's like smoke's coming out of it.
Just 50 gold is okay, huh?
But I don't want to go to prison. Maybe.
No. It's too much. You don't want to
Well,
be robbed
what-
again.
Just gonna walk down, look into the room, see the commotion going on, and
The
just
door
be
is
like,
closed.
I'll be like, what's the 5th offer for leaving money?
50 gold.
okay, well, the door being closed, I'm just gonna go down and get the barkeep and be like, do you want to come look at this?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
of course I can.
I think one of your rooms are on fire.
What are the rooms? Oh shit! And he like runs upstairs. And he's like, "What the? What's going on? Oh, stand back, everyone!" And he like kicks down the door, and he's got like this bucket, like kicks down the door and just throws water into the room. And he's
Fireball came through the window?
a fireball come through the window.
Yes. It passed right through it.
Xanthi, maybe a deception check.
Sure. +0.
I
Technically.
will give you advantage because of Morticia.
Enough.
That's much better. 18.
18. He's like, well, who's throwing fireballs at, like... The Crimson Flare Festival isn't for another 4 days.
Yeah, but you know about people. Some of them can be a little bit moronic and celebrate stuff beforehand.
Tell
Wait,
me
there's
about...
a festival?
Yeah, you know, the Crimson Flare Festival where we pay heed to... Anyway, and he's just
Seems
like,
very
Oh,
dangerous.
Whoa.
I'm more interested about this festival, though.
Yeah.
You can address the room in a minute. You pay tribute to what now?
we pay tribute to the fire god.
Just crossed arms and disappointed look at me. She's just like, really? There's a fire god you pay tribute to here, huh?
Yeah, you know, I mean, technically, some people don't celebrate him because he's a Dorethrium, but we find the need to throw a great shindig when there's a need. You know, Harlem, the Demon Blaze, it's the celebration of his birthday, and we always throw a little shindig, so to speak.
Ah, okay.
And we call it the Crimson
If-
Flare because the sun's light bounces off the moon and it gives the moon like a flare.
Okay, that's cool. You need to find who's throwing fireballs. Fucking light.
It was Light. I will look for this person called Light and sort him out.
Yeah.
It was very scary.
Could we get a replacement room if we continue our stay?
Yeah, I will get you a replacement room, definitely. And I apologize for the offer. I won't charge you for the next room, obviously. We'd have to swap it around if someone's throwing fireballs. That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Just behind him, because he knows he can't see behind him. William's just like, you. What? Fuck. Just miming, no drinking.
Okay. Allow me to fix this up, and then we will get a room sorted if you need to stay an extra night. Meanwhile, there's I think one of the ones that came with you, the little one, she's saying that I have to run around the tavern or something. Is she okay?
I think that she is a bit confused. It is not everyone that needs to do this. Just
Oh, okay.
Just us.
I was going to say, it's been ages since I've been running.
unless
Wait,
you
are
wish
we
to
training
join us,
too?
It is up to you. I will not force you, but it could be good.
Yeah, I got nothing better to do.
You can train.
I'm not gonna be the only one not training.
It could help for our tests.
Yeah, apparently, by the looks of it, there's no more missing pages in my book. You can read that if you want to do something while we're running around.
You trust me with your book.
You set it on fire, I will destroy you, I swear.
You're giving me your book.
I have literally bled over that book for the past 3 nights. Please don't do anything stupid.
You're giving me your book.
Considering you want it or not.
Yeah.
It has literally took me 4 nights to repair this. Please, don't tear it.
What if, like, reading it makes it go away?
Considering
Really?
the knowledge that I have learned up to this point hasn't disappeared after I've read it, I don't think that's how that works.
Okay.
If you somehow manage to break this book, I will be very impressed.
Is that a challenge?
No, it's not. Please don't. Okay? Please don't.
It just sounded like a challenge. If it's no, it's okay. I'll just read.
It's not a challenge, and you're interested in this stuff anyway. You wanted to know more. I am giving you an option. You felt like you weren't doing anything while we were training. Here's your option.
Thank you.
Or you could read the one about the history of Skyrim. Which one do you want?
The blood.
You'll go with the blue. I thought so.
Okay, so
book.
As
He's
William,
grumpy when he's hungover.
I'm not hungover.
so William, Xanthi, Dimitri, Reese, and Theo are going to go train. Morticia, you're going to read the book.
Yeah, I'll be like on the outside. I don't know if there's like
Yeah.
stairs or something. I'll be in the
Yeah.
entrance with
Okay.
on the stairs reading the book while
Okay.
cheering them on.
While you're reading the book, give me a. Let's just call it a history check quickly. For Morticia, just see how quickly, because of your cleric domain and that, you might be able to pick up things quicker.
19.
Oh, amazing. So, as you see these guys running around, doing squats, doing some hand-to-hand combat, you're reading through the book, and then suddenly you get lost in the book. And no, not quite like that.
Daddy will be happy.
That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, another to the list.
And as you're like devouring page after page of this book, there's 2 chapters that stick out into your mind. One chapter is about how to create hollowed ones. The other chapter is how to cure hollowed ones. As you read on how to create it, you need a catalyst and a thing called hag's blood. It's a very toxic poison that can also be used with the right catalysts, some magical generation materials. In the picture, it looks like some sort of like rock or crystal used for these. And with this hag blood, with this generation, and with enough magic, you can create artificial hollow ones.
Artificial ones.
Yeah, as in not ones that come from elders or...
Not sighted.
Yeah, it does say false hollow ones. It doesn't say pure breed hollowed ones. Then it goes into if these should get out of hand, the simple cure, and then it describes how if you can destroy the first one you created, all the others will no longer be hollowed ones. But then it goes on and explains about they have to be destroyed with this dagger crafted in the moonlight with silver, and it. After that, you start to lose interest and then look up to see the other guys continuing with their training, and that's a great place to end for today. And yeah, so next week we will not be here with Daggaxarth. We will be here with a Halloween one-shot, but then after that we'll be picking up Daggaxarth again. Till then, we'll see you later.